Hey guys, welcome back. Modii here with Heather.
Hi.
And we thought that we would give you guys kind of like a little
update,
vloggy Q&A type video real quick. So first off, admittedly we are having trouble figuring out things to record.
They've closed a lot of things. In fact, Tucson is actually under a mandated curfew, and there's actually a lot of places that are just closed altogether.
Well, and honestly, we don't want to put ourselves in risk.
Yeah, no. Even if things were open, I don't see us being like, "Hey, let's go."
So a lot of the time, we took you guys up to Dare Canyon, where we pretty much didn't have to deal with anybody.
Yeah, we went to Mount Lemon, and we didn't really interact with anybody up there. We didn't even.
And most of the places we've gone, even when we went to all those places to get food stuff, was all stuff that we kind of needed to do anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's making things a little bit trickier to kind of come up with ideas.
Yeah.
So bear with us. Other updates that have been going on. I've had a couple people ask in recent videos why Trin hasn't been there.
Yeah.
Trin has actually moved out.
She did.
She moved out again. If any of you guys have been here for a while, she had moved out for about a year.
Yeah.
She moved out probably, well, a month ago, right?
Yeah, the 1st of
Halloween.
November.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why you guys haven't seen her in shots.
Yep.
She has a new job.
Yep.
So that's why she wasn't around for Thanksgiving and everything else. She's actually working at a warehouse.
She is. So she's extremely busy right now with it being the holiday season.
Working overnights and everything else. So for anybody who's asked, that's why.
Yep.
She wasn't a figment of your imagination.
Nope.
What else? Just getting ready for the holidays.
Yeah. Well, with Trin moving out, we actually split up the boys.
So they actually, all the kids have their own room now.
Yeah.
And you know what? Why don't we show them real quick?
Okay.
All right, let's check that out.
All right, if you guys remember from our house tour, this is actually the loft that we had turned into 2 of the boys' rooms. And now it's just one big room. And now this is RW's room, and he's made it his own for sure. So they're actually really happy with the setup. Middle child does have the biggest room, but his doesn't have a door.
Yes.
So, and we asked them which rooms they wanted, and with RW being the oldest of the boys, he got to choose first, and he chose the door.
And because of the walk-in closet, RW technically has a bedroom and an office.
He does.
Which is a big upgrade considering the fact that the loft doesn't technically have a closet.
Yeah.
So he's really upgraded. So he's thinking about tearing down one of the walls, maybe putting in like a pool.
Poor pink cacti.
Like a home gym. No, one of the outside walls.
Oh.
Which is rough because he's on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
So. But no, they've been set up since about a week after Trin got her place, and everyone seems pretty happy and content.
Yep.
So. All right, so one thing we thought we'd do with this video is we had reached out to the followers on Twitter and asked if they had any questions. We really haven't done
we haven't done that in a while.
And we actually asked quite a few days ago to give everybody time, and we got some interesting ones.
We got some.
So let's see what questions we got.
All right, so the first one comes from B Speed.
Okay.
And he says, if money was not a problem, where would you go and what would you buy?
Now, where would we go? Like vacation, like trip?
It just says, where would you go and what would you buy? I'm gonna say vacation.
Yeah.
If money was no object, as the animals go crazy. If money was no object, I would love to go to like Ireland, England, and look at all of the castles and stuff.
Europe, that whole to go see like structures that are older than the country.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I think Europe just in general. Europe is someplace I would probably be #1 on my list.
Yeah.
Things we'd buy.
A house.
A house. Cars.
So we wouldn't have to worry. And I'm not like talking like a huge mansion or anything.
Well,
just something that's big enough for our family.
Someplace with like secret doors in the walls.
A bookcase that opens.
Yeah, I mean, your standard if money was no object. You know, pillars that are actually elevators.
No, I don't.
Missiles.
No missiles. You would have bought that missile silo back
There was a decommissioned missile silo
just north of Tucson
that was going for about $400,000, which for the square footage,
I thought
amazing.
It was more than that.
No, it was like 400,000.
Oh, okay,
for the square footage, amazing.
Yeah,
Rusty.
There was tetanus everywhere.
It was mostly made of tetanus. For a lot of you guys who don't know, most of the intercontinental ballistic missile silos built in the 40s and 50s were mostly made out of asbestos.
Yeah, and tetanus.
Tetanus and gumption.
Of course. So yeah, I think a house is one of the main things we would get.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so the next one comes from Toby. I'm not gonna say last names, so Toby. Is Modii his real name?
No.
It's not.
Next.
Surprise!
Yep.
All right.
But let me say this. It's a nickname I've had for like 2 decades.
You've had it longer than you've been doing YouTube.
20 years now.
Yeah.
With some friends of mine. So it's not anything new. It was actually something that was my online name in every aspect.
Well, it was a joke between you and your friends for the longest time.
But it was also my online name, my online moniker, long before I did this. So my Twitter was Modii101 way before I did YouTube.
Yeah.
My YouTube was Modii101, and then I somehow locked myself out of it. So that's why my YouTube channel that you guys know is the Modii101, because I stole my own name.
Yep.
But my Twitch was Modii. I mean, these were all things that were already long before I even started recording.
Yeah.
Before I met anybody else. So no, it's not my birth name. 101 is my last name.
It is, yes.
It's Juan. It's 101.
101.
So, but yeah, that's my name. So.
All right, so G. Logan coming at us with a couple of them.
Okay.
Does Modii use hair care products for his beard?
No.
I have bought him many different things. I've bought him the beard balm.
Balms and salves and creams.
I've bought him the cream. I got you a straightener to try to like make it so it wasn't as poofy.
She was trying to get me to do the Rachel with it at some point. So.
No, so he does have them. He just doesn't use them.
Water and a brush.
Yeah, pretty much.
And speaking of which, you see how poofy my hair is? I'm like that kid from Stranger Things in season 3. Like, my hair, seems like every time we do a vlog, I gotta get a haircut.
You do.
Yes. Anyways.
All right. How long did it take him to grow it to that size?
I technically haven't. I've had a beard, honestly, since like freshman year of high school. I've had facial hair.
Facial hair, yes.
I couldn't grow the connectors for the longest time.
There's pictures of him when he was younger with just
I had the chin strap. I had the overhead blanket and stuff like that.
There's actually a couple pictures on our wall.
So, other than the time, there were a few times that I had to shave completely for jobs. Mm-hmm. I don't have a chin. I don't feel. I don't know. It goes lip, chest, and there's a flap of skin.
I've felt your chin.
There's some there, but see this? All contoured. All contoured. I don't have bam, bam, bam. No, it's just bam. It's just all one thing. So, but the last time I cut it to where it was really short was right before we got together.
The summer before we got together.
A little over 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I was technically doing YouTube. I wasn't streaming at the time.
No, because you didn't start streaming until October of that year. And that's when I first saw you.
Then it was pretty short then.
It was very short when we first
comparative to now.
Yes.
Because I think it was August. Last time I got my beard cut, it was right before I had gone to Vegas and met Husky.
Yes.
For the first time.
Yep.
When me and Husky went to Vegas and hung out. So.
Yep. Yeah, no, when we first met, your beard was really short. I mean, it wasn't as short as August.
Well, the first time we met face to face was a year and a half later.
Well, no, but I'm saying like.
So, but I get it trimmed like you guys saw in the one
Yeah.
video. So.
Yeah. If you could record a series with one person from YouTube, anyone at all, who would it be and why? See, let me try to guess yours. I want to try to guess.
Okay.
There's 2 people I think you. Oh no, 3. 3 you might record with. The Do.
That'd be funny.
Mr. Beast.
Yes.
And then your farm people. Allie and what's his name? Trent and Allie.
Farm people?
Yeah, well
they live in a cabin in the woods.
They used to be van life people, and now they live on a farm, so they're farm people now.
They live in a cabin they're building. But, yes, the Do is someone I only found recently.
But he's funny, and I think that
funny.
you would get along with him really well.
Mr. Beast, I just like what he does.
Yeah.
Like the just like what he does. I think he's a solid guy that does good stuff. And then Trent and Allie are just a couple of van life.
I think you would just like to hang out with them.
Yeah. See, and that's the funny part is like recording. None of them. I mean, I guess Mr. Beast kind of does some Minecraft stuff, but for the most part,
the other 2 don't really.
They don't. But yeah, I mean, yeah. What about you?
I don't really have anybody that I would want to like. That I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to record with.
You don't want to record with Steffi Lee?
No.
And have her just whisper talk at you?
I love her channel, but I don't think I could. I don't know. There's nobody that I'm like, yeah, I totally want to record with them. I like watching them, and I think, I don't know.
But even meeting.
Oh, if I could meet them, that would be great. Steffi Lee. I actually like, there is a family called Our Tribe, Our Mini Tribe. I love them. I love to meet them. Yeah. I wouldn't record with any of those people.
Yeah.
All right. So our next one comes from Mr. Smuts.
Okay.
And it says...
You sure it's not Mrs. Mutz?
No. Mr. Smuts,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
What is the first video game you remember playing, and what do you feel about it now?
Well, technically for me, the first game I remember playing was Pong. Like Pong. My brothers are a lot older than me.
That's true.
So they had the original Pong that would hook straight to the TV. And it was not the Pong on the Atari, not Pong on ColecoVision, straight Pong. So technically the first game I ever played would have been that, but
do you remember playing it?
I vaguely do.
Okay.
I think I remember one of the first games I really remember playing would probably be pro wrestling for the Nintendo.
Oh, really?
Where you got to be Starman.
Okay.
And you could just grab people's faces. That was one of the first Nintendo games I ever played. And then Mike Tyson's Punch Out was one of the first Nintendo games I ever owned.
Okay. We got in an NES. I was 3 when it came out, but my parents were electronics people, so we actually got it. And the first game I remember actually playing was Duck Hunt, because it was one that was easy enough for my 4 or 5-year-old self to play.
Did you notice how she jumped from 3 to 4 to 5, all of that like 3
Well, because I don't remember exactly how old I was when I started playing.
The system came out in '85.
I was about 3.
Okay.
But I remember playing that one, so I'm gonna probably say around 4.
Okay.
So yeah, Duck Hunt.
What was that? Okay, got it.
You gotta shoot the dog. The dog is annoying. You have to shoot him.
Little known fact, did you know with the second control, the other person can control the ducks?
The ducks, yep. We used to do that all the time.
There you go.
Alright. Key Bunny says, what's in your fridge? Should we show them what's in our fridge?
Sure.
Alright, so you guys wanna know what's in our fridge? Here we go. That's it.
Leftovers.
Leftovers, a lot of sauces like salsa and leftover spaghetti sauce, because the kids make meals, but they make meals for themselves, so they only use a little bit of it, so.
Yep, gee, we actually need to go grocery shopping. Yeah, nothing exciting.
No, I mean their veggies are down in the bottom one, and then like the meats and cheeses, and then this one's just like the little school lunch juices and puddings and stuff. Other than that, yeah.
Stuff that you guys have seen us get at the grocery store before.
Pretty much, yeah. You want to see what's in the freezer?
Sure.
That's it. That's my section down there.
That's it.
Yeah, so So there you go. That's what's in our fridge. All right. Chris says, "What is your favorite Minecraft series?"
That we've done?
I guess so.
They really blend together.
They do.
Probably the Sky Factory with me, you, and Patty.
That was my very first series.
That was her first series. That was
fun.
Goofy one.
Yeah.
I don't know. The funny part when it comes to the series is I love them all at the beginning, and I kind of hate them all at the end.
Yeah.
So, and the problem is I'm closer to the end than the beginning of any of those. So, yeah, by now I'm kind of like, oh, that was kind of okay. But it was really fun at the time. But I think that one was probably...
Yeah, I think I like your Sky Factory that you did by yourself, just watching it. Because if you guys don't know, there's actually little Easter eggs in there. Towards the end of that series, I would be in a call with him on mute, and so I would just be listening to you as you recorded it.
So I would...
He would do things to, like, try to make me laugh.
And I would do things like make one block pathways because out. So.
And then if you go back and watch, there's a couple of them where he's like, be doing something, and all of a sudden he's like, wait, did you hear that? It sounds like somebody's listening.
Yeah.
Because I'm there. So that was always one of my favorite things. Do people ever mistake Modii for Santa Claus?
They say it.
They say it.
But it's not like little kids come up and tell me what they want for Christmas.
No, most of the time it's just somebody trying to be funny.
There's never a point where I'm like just sitting on a bench at a mall and like someone sits on my lap.
Well, I've done that, but not because
well,
of
you
Santa.
sat on my lap and you was like, I'm naughty. And I'm like, honey, we're in public. Get up. But generally, so mistaken for Santa, no. Called Santa, yes.
Yes.
And I'll tell you right now, Gandalf, Grizzly Adams, any of it. Just
that would have been a good one.
Yeah, mix it up. I mean, there's so many. So
maybe your beard's not long enough for Gandalf yet.
David Letterman.
What?
That would be
No.
fun. Current David Letterman. Yeah. So lots more options, but.
All right, and the last question we have: what kind of music do you like?
Pretty much like 90s punk rock for the
I
most
like
part.
pop punk, yeah.
Fat Records bands, go look that up.
Yeah.
Lagwagon, Good Riddance, Propaganda,
Yeah.
No Effects.
Jack Off Jill's probably one of my favorites. Bayside is my favorite.
Bayside is probably the most modern band we
Yes.
listen to. The Used.
I like The Used.
Couple of like I'm very weird. Couple of their albums, couple of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
The last one was garbage.
But wait, they're coming out with another one.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully it's not like that last piece of trash. I would probably just mostly say a lot of pop punk, weird, what would I guess considered alternative bands from the 90s.
Yeah.
Not necessarily your big radio ones. But,
No, I mean I liked Green Day before they were Green Day.
Yeah. Jawbreaker, Jaw Box, pretty much any band with jaw in there. Glass Jaw, yes. Really, I had a jaw phase at one point. So. But yeah, those would probably be most of the bands I listen to. So hey, if those are ones you haven't heard of, go check them out. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think, or on our Twitter where we ask these questions. So.
That's it for questions.
All right.
All right, so you guys have watched us build the planter, and then you watched me plant in the planter. Now I'm gonna update you on how it's going. Okay, so first things first, we ended up moving the planter. It used to be over in this section over here, but we found out that with winter, the sun doesn't hit over there as much. So Middle Child and I actually moved it into the yard where it actually gets sun for pretty much most of the day. All right, so most of the things are growing pretty well. We do have a couple that haven't really sprouted out yet, but I think it's because the seeds that I used were older and not with the ones that I had bought. This one's supposed to be peas.
Not much coming out there.
No, but I think this one was the older packet, so they might not have been as fresh.
Yep.
Spinach, lettuce, another kind of lettuce, carrots. This one's Brussels sprouts, peas, snow peas, and broccoli. Now with the peas, we're gonna have to make like a little trellis because as you can see, they've got the little things coming out looking for something to grab onto. And I noticed that we've got some tomato plants growing in here because somebody threw a tomato in the compost. This one's going pretty good. He likes the tomato, he likes the carrots. So yeah, those ones weren't planned. I don't know how they're gonna do in the winter, like winter, but we'll see.
All right, so there is the planter box with the vegetables. So they're coming along.
They are.
We're still yet to actually get a vegetable.
Not yet. They're still growing. So the time frame for Tucson winter produce is from January to March-ish is when you should be getting the actual things. So they're coming along like they're supposed to.
Yeah, so as long as we don't have any bugs or birds or anything else eat them up or have something. These are winter ones, so
for this area.
They shouldn't die if we get a cold snap or anything like that. So, all right, guys. Well, there's pretty much a little update, catch up on what's been going on here. Little Q&A. We thought that was fun, so we might do that again. So make sure you follow us on Twitter. That way, when we send that message out, you can hit us up. And things are coming along. We're just getting geared up and ready for the holidays, which we're gonna be here with you all the way through.
Next week for you guys.
Yeah. So a week. Well, 6 days.
Yeah. Well, actually. Yeah, after you guys see this video, it'll be less than that.
Yeah. Unless you're watching this like 3 years from now, and then it could be July.
Yeah.
So, shout out July 2023. Anyways, but yeah, so don't forget, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and check out our Patreon.
Yes.
For any of you guys that might be new to the channel, the Patreon is actually what we use to buy more equipment.
Yep.
And we have a lot of awesome patrons. They're going to be getting some Christmas cards here pretty soon.
Yep.
If you become a patron in the month of December, Heather will get one out to you, even if
you might get it after Christmas, but you will still get one.
Yeah. And there's a lot of other cool things, so go check that out. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for your support, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So yeah, they're actually really happy with the
Cut. Restart.
Sorry.
Back up.
Okay.